think you're not smart enough or you think you're not strong enough. And let me just tell you that if you need somebody to push you, become that person. Become every single person that you feel that you need. A lot of us became dependable off of somebody else, maybe for happiness, maybe for stability or whatnot. But there comes a time where it's like you just have to go out there to the world and be like, okay, like I'm here, like let me get shit done or let me obtain the things that I do want. I had to become that person. A lot of times, a lot of people will ask me, like, how do you do it? Like, how do you have so much energy? Like, they look at me from external factors, obviously, right? But I mean, I've worked hard for the things that I do have. I'll just say that much. And I had to strategically build the life that I want to be able to have the life that I have now. I had to make so many sacrifices. Like, you guys have no idea. I had to sacrifice my time with my friends. I had to sacrifice the time with my family. I had to even sacrifice time for myself. Enjoy the things that I like doing, And then sometimes I would have like one day off, and that's the time that I wanted to chill. But then I would tell myself, like, no, like, used to have to work out, used to have to do this, used to have to do that. I had to, like, you have to go to the grocery store or you have to run errands, right? So a day is not enough for your body to recuperate, especially if you're working like 10 to 12 hours a day, for 6 days a week. A lot of times, people like see successful people or they see people already when they have the things that they want, and they're like, damn, like I wish I could be that person. You can be that person, but you don't want to give up what's kind of holding you back, right? So we can't have everything in this world. Like, you can once you get there, but when you're first starting out, like, you have to just cut off like all distractions. You have to cut off everything that no longer serves you. You have to recreate your goals, or you have to apply goals. You have to make goal life that you want. And I feel like everybody can get there, but not a lot of us want to sacrifice everything that's good over here, because that's what kind of keeps us temporarily happy, but it's not eternal happiness. It's not really what your soul desires. A lot of times we just fear the unknown, right? Like, I talk about this a lot in a lot of my previous videos, where you may be the first person within your circle of friends. You may be the first person in your family to maybe inventing something, because I feel like everybody is destined to have like an idea that can give you wealth or that can give you such an accomplishment, like whatever it is to you. People always associate it like or like finances with money. Like, you can have internal wealth, and to me that's more important, because once you're happy, once you find internal happiness, then you can like start to explore, abundance. Once you like you have internal happiness, you don't seek it elsewhere, because when we don't have internal happiness, you start looking for happiness in somebody else. That's why a lot of us fall into toxic relationships, because we don't really know better. We don't really know ourselves. We don't know what we want from life. So we just kind of settle for whatever comes our way. But that should never be the case, you know? You should always be diligent with the people that you surround yourself with. That's why we hear that phrase all the time, especially from like our parents probably. Like, you really are, you become the person who you most associate yourself with. So it's really, really important that if you want a better life, if you really want to improve the quality of your life, if you want to improve yourself, there's so many things that you have to give up in order for you to become that greater version of yourself. Like me, I'm, working on myself as we speak. And, I can share some of the things, if you guys are interested, but it's like it comes with so many sacrifices. But in reality, it's like you may look at it like a sacrifice. Like, once you go over here, there is like maybe like a bigger pot of gold that you can experience, that you might even like and enjoy and might never want to leave. But we don't know what's over here if you're not willing to take that step. you know? So it's really, really important to align yourself with what it is that you want. Start asking all these questions, because if not, you're just gonna settle for a mediocre life. A lot of us, like, we want that, I guess, because we're not willing to take that step. And sometimes we just have to be real with ourselves. Sometimes, we can go ahead and say, like, yeah, like, I want that life, but I'm lazy. Like, it's okay to say that. At least you're acknowledging what you have to do to change it, right? At least you're aware. Because when we're not aware, like, a lot of us just live life because you woke up another day. You're not living life with intention. And if you want to be that person, then it's fine. I'm not speaking to those people because they don't really care until you hit a breaking point. That's when you're going to start listening to the messages that maybe the universe is sending out to you. The universe speaks to us whether we care to know or not. Like, you can run into synchronicities, you can run into um numbers, you can run into like songs. Have you guys ever experienced when, like, you hear a song playing on the radio, or you're listening to your Pandora or YouTube or whatever, and sometimes, like, you might have just had a conversation with yourself in your head, or asking the universe like XYZ, and then boom, like, you hear a phrase or a song on the radio and it resonates with what you're going through. That's the universe speaking to you, believe it or not. That's a message from your guides. That's a message from whoever you like reside with. Yeah, I'm not here to say like what your beliefs are, but that's just for to show that you are not alone. So you are very capable, as long as that you're willing to take that leap of faith. That's just what it comes down to. Like, what type of lifestyle do you want? If you're really not happy, I'm speaking to the person that's really not happy, that wants more for themselves, but don't know how to go about it. You're so capable. You're very capable. You just have to let go of all the shit that is no longer serving you. You have to let go of the shit that is creating this rim around you that's holding you back. You've become imprisoned to this life that isn't fulfilling. And a lot of us live this way. A lot of us really accept this type of life as if you're not the creator of your own life. We're like, you can create the life that you want. You can manifest the type of life that you want. I just started getting into manifestations, and I can't really have these conversations with just anyone because people don't really believe in that stuff. So, and that's okay, like, it's just, it comes with it. But I know, I'm aware of a lot of things. And once I started shifting that mindset, once I started aligning with like my purpose, I know that I'm destined for more. And if I truly believe it, things are just going to start falling into place. And they have been, once I let go of what no longer was serving me, because I know that I'm destined for something more. I truly believe that. I'm not going to settle for all these things, or even like tempted, right? Because we live in a world where there's temptation everywhere. That's just the reality of it. So you can't give in to these temptations. You just can't. If you're sticking to your plan, stick to it. Sometimes it's okay to give in to temptation to really kind of center you back and realize, like, damn, like, I know that if I continue over here, if I continue like getting tempted and saying yes to all these things, or allowing certain people that are no good for you back into your life, then you know the outcome, and you have nobody else to blame but yourself. So whenever you're ready, it's like, take that chance on yourself because you deserve it.